What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Distant Coder here. Now today I'm going to be bringing to you guys the deck profile for the Unchained Going First list that I've been playing for remote duels and on Dueling Book for these past weeks. The deck's been performing really well blind first, and I wanted to show you guys an updated list from my last video where I showed you guys a deck profile. So I'm going to go right into it and show you guys my new card selection. So first of all, I'm still playing 3 of each of the Unchained Twins. You play 3 of the Aruha, 3 of the Rakea, and 3 of the Sarama. Playing any less of these is just incorrect. You want to see them, so it's always best to play 3 of each so that you see them. I'm playing 2 of the Abominable Unchained Soul still a very good card. This card it's honestly what allows you to play around a lot of things. The fact that it doesn't target when it pops is really solid. I like it quite a lot. And I'm still playing 1 of the dog. Always sucks to draw, but you need to play it. Some people play 2. If you play Desires over the Extrav, you have to play 2 of this, but it's a really bad brick to draw, and you really don't want to be seeing it. After that, I am playing a little bit, a few hand traps. I'm playing a lot more on the side, but in the main, I've decided to play 3 Ash just because it hits a lot of the stuff in the meta right now. So playing 3 Ash is very versatile and it always has some sort of use against every deck you'll be playing against. Then off to the spells, you play 3 of the Abomination's Prison still, Rhoda for the archetype, it's really solid, and 3 of the Pot of Extravagance, but that's all you're gonna be playing as spells. It's just the Prison and the 3 Extrav. This deck is very trap heavy because it is a going first build. So again, we're still playing 3 of each of the Unchained back row, so 3 of the Escape and 3 of the Chamber. These cards are really good. I've tried cutting Chamber down to 2 and I really didn't like it. So I think that playing 3 of each is the best because you always want to be seeing a combination of a twin with an Unchained back row, and that's really how your turn 1s are going to be most solid. And now I'm playing a very heavy trap lineup as opposed to the deck profile that I previously posted. This is really trap heavy. So I'm playing 3 of the Torrential Tribute. This I'm going to be considering swapping in and out with the Needle Sealing. They both have kind of the same use, but I think Torrential right now is a little bit better. I'm also playing 2 of the Ice Dragon's Prison, 2 of the Different Dimension Ground, 2 of the Dimensional Barrier, and 2 of the Heavy Storm Duster. Now, I know it's really weird to be playing so many 2-ofs, but the thing is, the deck also plays Triple Trap Trick, and because you're playing Triple Trap Trick, all the 2-ofs you have access to at any point if you draw the Trap Trick. So it just gives you a more versatile trap selection in your deck. The deck is 41 cards, but I think that the fact that you play Trap Trick is really just insane because it does give you access to all these other traps in your deck, and going second, you are going to be citing almost all of your trap cards out. So I'm gonna go off to the extra deck, then I'll show you the side, and after that I'll even be showing you guys a little bit of a combo guide for how you want to play out your turn 1 plays and a couple of things like how to OTK with the deck and stuff like that. So in the extra deck, because you're playing Extrav, you're playing a lot of 3-ofs, so you'll play 3 of the Rage and 3 of the Anguish. So these are basically the ones that you want to see. If you banish 3 of either of these off the Extrav, you're in a really bad spot. But as long as you have 1 of each still in your extra deck, you're kind of fine. So the Extrav really isn't that detrimental to your strategy. Then you play 2 of the Unchained Abomination. Again, because of Extrav, having 1 of these still in your extra deck, it's not absolutely needed, but it is pretty good in the long run or in the grind game. Then you play 2 of the Nightmare Unicorn, again because of Extrav. Unicorn is something that you can quick link into with the Rage. It is a Fiend, so if you're Fiend blocked, you can still make it. And discarding a card to like shuffle something away on your opponent's field on your opponent's turn is kind of a really good disruption. You get to clear 2 cards off the 1 Rage with a discard, so it's pretty good. I'm playing 1 of the Trisbana just because there aren't that many back row decks in the format right now, but if ever there are, Trisbana is a good toolbox option. 1 of the Zeroboros, it's basically, sometimes it's a beater and sometimes it can act as like a Trisbana for monsters, so it's pretty good. Again, it's just a toolbox option, which is why I'm opting to play 1. If you banish out Extrav, it's not really much of a problem. Then your biggest OTK piece is the double access code. I know this is really expensive, but yeah, playing 2 access code, you really do need it because you play Extrav. If you don't play a build with Extrav, you can play just the 1 access code, but if you do play Extrav, you really need the access code in your extra deck. Banishing both really sucks. You can still play out the game and still like come out on top, but this allows you to close out games that you genuinely probably shouldn't be able to win. It allows you to steal a lot of wins a lot of the time. And I'm playing the 1 of Dingirsu just because the Dingirsu is really good in terms of outing the Dragoon, because the deck struggles to out Dragoon, and other than that, it's just like a solid rank 8 that you can make, and it's a pretty good toolbox option. Being able to non-target, non-destroy clear stuff is really good for the deck. Now off to the side deck, and you'll see what I mean when I say that you're siding out a lot of your trap cards when you're going second. I'm playing the Gamma package, so the 3 Gamma and the Driver. The Gamma package is really, really good right now. It's one of those really, really powerful hand traps that can stop a lot of combo decks in their tracks, so that's really good. I'm playing Skullmeister because this hits a lot of the meta decks, hits Virtual World, hits Eldritch, it hits all sorts of good things, so Skullmeister is a really solid card. On top of the Lancia, also Virtual World. Virtual World is kind of a difficult matchup, and it's really good against dinosaurs as well, so having the Lancia is really good. I'm also playing triple Nibiru, and 1 Pankratops, and a Harpy's Feather Duster. You'll notice that all the cards in the side deck are all going second cards. So because they're all going second cards, a lot of times when playing remote duels and stuff like that in tournaments, I found myself siding anywhere between 8 to 14, maybe even 15 cards sometimes. So you really do kind of smokescreen and go from playing a going first deck to completely blinding second. And the Unchained engine, what's really cool about it is that it can go first and second fairly well. The cards are equally as powerful going first and second. So as long as the other cards in your deck like are you know, built to reflect on whether or not you're going first or second, it makes the strategy very, very powerful. So now I'm going to show you guys a couple of combos that you can do with the deck. So we're going to go into those right now. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys a basic line of play if you open Aruha or Rikea, as well as any of the Unchained back row. So if you open both of these cards, if it's a Rikea, you'll normal summon it. In this example, I'll use the hand effect of Aruha. I'm going to be setting the back row, Aruha effect, popping the back row, destroying it, summoning the Aruha, and the back row will trigger in order to summon the Sarama from the deck. Once you've summoned the Sarama, you can activate the effect of Sarama, set that Unchained back row that you popped, destroying the Aruha, summoning a bomb from the deck with the effect of Aruha. At this point, you can link summon into the Unchained Soul of Rage, and that is the basic line of play that you're going to be doing. So you can always recycle the back row that you destroy with your Rikea or your Aruha, using the effect of Sarama, popping the one that you pop the back row with, and then going into the Rage. So it's a very basic first turn play, but then you still have 3 other cards in hand. Most likely they'll be back row or something like that. You can just set and be set up for your opponent's turn. Now I'm going to show you the combo for how you can easily OTK going second, provided you have successfully cleared most of the cards on your opponent's side of the field. So you have 2 other cards here. It's a 3-card combo that allows you to easily go into an OTK. So basically all it requires you to do is to set the escape, pop the escape with the Aruha. The escape is going to trigger summoning the Sarama, and you normal summon a Rikea. Once you have all 3 twins on board, provided you still have a card in hand and your opponent doesn't have a monster, you can OTK with this, even though this is only 45 damage. So I'll explain to you how. You go battle phase, you punch for 45 with all 3. You then use the effect of Rikea, targeting the Aruha because it is a quick effect to destroy. You can do it in the battle phase. Aruha is going to trigger, summoning the Abom, and then the Abom is going to discard the card that you have in your hand, whatever it may be. It's going to destroy the Rikea or the Sarama. In that case, you can destroy the Sarama. The Sarama is going to trigger and summon out an Aruha for an additional 45 damage on board, which totals up to more than 8,000 life points. So that's an easy OTK that you can do with the deck. You can even do this late game. It's not that hard to get 3 twins on board, so it's pretty good to close out games this way. So anyways, guys, that was my Unchained going first deck profile for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys get as much success with this deck as I have been getting. Honestly, I've been doing really, really well on DB, both on DB and in remote duel tournaments. I think the deck performs really, really well. Going second, it struggles a little bit game 1, but post side, you don't have much of a problem. So I think the deck is really cool, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do want to see Unchained gameplay piloted by me, I am going to be posting to YouTube a couple of my remote duel highlights, but if you want to see the entirety of games or the entirety of tournaments even, check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/distantcoder. I stream almost every single day at 1 p.m. Eastern time, so if you guys want to come check it out, I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.